What's going on, people? Welcome to another Toronto Hoop Talk live stream. My name is Alam, and today we have a watch along for UConn and UCLA. The game just tipped off. UCLA just turned it over on their first possession, and UConn with the bucket the other way. Shout out to everybody in here. See some friends are here with me. Shout out to Eric. Dwight Howard first bout is crazy. It really is like I don't know. The thing is, we live in rings culture, but like rings as a role player shouldn't hit the same as rings with a superstar or rings as a superstar. Jen Will starts out with hate as always. No disrespect towards Dwight. Towards greatness that will be tolerated on the stream. Consider it the first 1-8. Damn. Okay, Jen Will. I did not know you were Dwight Howard Defense League. I did not know you were DHDL. Big up. You're late because you're rejoicing Toronto's tank mode. No, man. I'm late because the game's late. Bro, the game just started. I started this at 9:30, which was the listed starting time for the game. And I figured, okay, that's a good time to start. They start this shit 10 minutes after the fact. I've been waiting here. I was like, I should just start the stream. So it is what it is. I'm here, people. Switched up the visuals a little bit, wanted to incorporate some more energy. I really liked some of the old stuff. It was cool looking, I think. But yeah, I want to convey some more energy, I don't want to bore people. So we got some energy now, but more importantly, we got the road to 250 subs. The goal is always going to be here, people. So until we hit 250, this is going to be here. Then it'll probably get pushed to 300. But yeah, got some visuals. Ace Bailey energy, bro. We have to win the lottery. I can't get invested in the slightest into anybody in college, in the slightest, because we're too far away from the lottery, too far away from the top picks. But hey, General, it's good to see you here. We're gonna play grids. Every commercial, we're gonna play grids. So I'm glad that you're here because you put in a Hall of Fame grid performance last time. Okay, starting lineups. Bueckers. Hold on, UCLA. So I'm familiar with Betts and I'm familiar with Jaquez. This is actually Jaime Jaquez's sister. But yeah, we got some other ones here. I'm gonna familiarize myself with everybody else. For UConn, I really only know Paige, so I know 3 players in this game. Do you think Paige was #1 overall in the draft? I do, Eric. I do. Eric, are you new here? I feel like I don't recognize your name, but also like Eric Douglas, it's a name that maybe I could have missed. But yeah, shout out to you. Good to see you in here. We got a Rockets fan, so that's cool. I think the first Rockets fan that I've talked to on this channel. This is Toronto Hoop Talk, but as you can see, doing a UConn UCLA game, I'm just a basketball fan in general. Thoughts on recent NBA matches? Which ones? I mean, the fight was interesting. LA's defense is horrible. And I can't wait for the playoffs. Those are my thoughts. 6-4 UConn, 7:30 to go in the first quarter. We got Betts with the ball. Betts backing down her man, draws the double team, kicks it out for the 3, but there is an offensive foul on Betts. Okay, I wish there was jersey numbers here. I'm trying to get more familiar. So Strong is number 21. Al-Alfi is 8. Chan is 20. And then Fudd. What a name. We got Elmer Fudd. No, I lied. We have Aziz Fudd. Number 35. Chargers signed this former Aussie rugby union player. I thought you were going to tell me about Trey Lance right now. Sarah Strong hits a 3. Ooh, good defense by, this is Fudd. Yeah, Fudd. Great defense by Fudd on the perimeter. Paige gets the ball. Ooh, good passing by the bigs. The floater is missed by Al-Alfi. $32 on UCLA. Low key, I feel like that's a travel that they never call. There's certain travels that they just never call. Is that Jaquez? 17 Jaquez? No, it's 11. His name's Jordan Pataya. What position does he play? Missed shot by UConn. Jaquez brings the ball up the court. No, I lied. That's not Jaquez. Betts gets the ball in the post, puts up the jumper, missed. Bueckers gets the ball. Paige Buckets bringing the ball up the court. Buckets dribble handoff, open, and misses the three. Oh, he plays tight end. Tight end is a good position. Okay, here's my thing. I think when it comes to these players coming from other countries to play NFL football, I do think it's beneficial to play a position that's currently in the process of changing, because everybody's adopting it. Like everybody's adapting to the changes at the same time. So if you think about what's happening with the tight end position now, it's becoming more of a star position. Like if you have a tight end that can do some wide receiver shit and even do some running back shit, like fullback as in, right? If you have a tight end that can do a bunch of shit, that's more beneficial than a tight end that can just do one role, because those guys don't get paid anymore, really. So if you think about a player like him, man, if you can be a tight end, but you can do some receiver stuff because you're more athletic, you can do some fullback stuff, that would help. That would really, really help. 9-6, Jana El Alfi from Cairo, Egypt, number 8. UCLA in transition. Ooh, number 7 got some contact. So got the basket to fall anyways. He's 6'3", 226. Okay, if he's 226, he might be a little bit light right now. So that might need to be a practice squad and put on some weight kind of a thing. Because I feel like if you're talking tight end, you got to be like at least 240. 4.5 ahead of 40 in vertical. Yeah, 4.58 is great. 4.58 for a tight end is great. And the 40-inch vertical jump, it's not really necessarily about his jumping ability. Yes, that helps with jump balls in the red zone, but it's also more just about if you can jump that high, you have explosive muscles, which are going to be useful in other things as well. Bueckers off a screen, catch and shoot, gets the jumper to fall, extending UConn's lead to 5, 13-8. Ball gets tipped out of Betts' hands, and UConn goes the other way. UCLA with 5 turnovers, UConn only with 1. That's not a good recipe for winning a game. Bueckers off a screen. Back to El Alfi. El Alfi, dribble handoff. Dribble handoff to, what's her name? Her name is, I think that was Fudd. Fudd with the bucket. And then Betts goes the other way and 1, finishing through the contact. So you can see that Betts is the best player and they play through her. And we got the first commercial, which means it's grid time. It's grid time, General. So this is the grid we opened up last time. Okay, Delano Banton is too easy. I feel like I've done it before, but also it's too recent. Delano Banton is definitely too recent. Let's go other Portland players. I don't feel like Banton is good enough. Okay, I'll come back to that. Cavs and Raptors, Anthony Parker. 4%. Okay, cool. Magic and Raptors. We need Chunks playing center in the NFL. No, man. No way. We need Chunks to stay in the UK. Magic and Raptors. Hedo Turkoglu is too obvious. T-Mac is too obvious. So that probably takes up the chunk of the main votes. So anybody else will be fine. Terrence Ross. Because Serge Ibaka is probably also popular. Terrence Ross. 11%? Not bad. It could be better, though. By the way, General, I've been playing NFL grids, like on my commute to work every morning. That shit is so difficult. Like, if you finish an NFL grids, that's great. Forget trying to get a good score. If you can finish one, you did great. if you can get a good score, now there's different kinds of good scores. There's different kinds of grids. If you get a grid that's based on stats, it's much easier. But if you get a grid based on teams, there's just so many players in your mental Rolodex, and there's so many players that change teams. It's much harder than you expect. So, bro, for NFL watch-alongs next year, we're going to be doing NFL grids for sure. Blazers and Raptors. Give me somebody good. I'm racking my brain right now. Give me somebody good. Sebastian Telfair. 1%. Hey, Jumbo, good guess. That was a good guess. But you know what? Sebastian Telfair is better. Okay. Sixers, Blazers. I want to go Covington. I feel like Covington is probably pretty good. Jumbo, can you find somebody better than Covington? Because I like Covington. For Sixers and Cavs, I want to go George Niang, because there's no way people care about this guy enough. 14%? That's too much. Way too much. Sixers and Magic. Hey, my boy Maurice Harkless. I know Jen Will is also this guy's defense league. Wait, what? He didn't play on the Sixers? Wait, was he just drafted there? No way. He's well known, but do people remember where he plays? I don't know. Maybe he is well known. Why are you disrespecting Yang? Because you know why? Okay, truthfully, it's because his perimeter defense is just that bad. His perimeter defense is at the level of a normal human beings. That's not okay. Oh, Mo Harkless was drafted by Philly, but never suited up for them. Damn, okay, this grid is already cooked. I messed us up. Damn. Anyways, okay, I guess we'll do Covington here. Doesn't matter. We already took the L with this grid. Nuggets and Blazers, Will Barton. Minivan is a bad defender for real. Yo, shout out my guy Dixon Wade, bro. The Dixon Way. Minivan is a bad defender. As a Hawks fan, we see it firsthand now. Look at the name. They call him Minivan. But yeah, shout out to the Dixon Way. They send me redirects every now and then, and they just saw me the one time I was on We Talk Hawks TV, and they've been showing love ever since. So I really appreciate you guys. You know, small content creators. Always grateful for all the help we can get. But yeah, Minivan is garbage. Don't kill me with Minivan, bro. That's what they call him. I will say though, he was trash talking somebody. He was trash talking Tyrese Maxey. It was good trash talk. Also, Dixon Way. So I when I checked your stuff out, I think you guys did Atlanta sports generally, right? If you guys do NFL stuff, I also have an NFL channel. I actually probably do more stuff for my NFL channel as well. But at least with that, it's a little bit more related to what you guys do. But yeah, that's actually my favorite sport, more so than basketball. I plugged my stuff here. I'm a new subscriber. I subscribed a year ago. Some reason I never came. Oh, okay. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, bro, this is the NFL channel. I do Sunday night football watch-alongs. Every Sunday night, we're here watching football and then talking about all of the NFL, like every game that happened before that. You never came because he never streams. This is true, bro. This is true. I don't stream enough, but I'm gonna stream more. Bro, this past year, I was working, I was in school, and I was streaming. Now the school is done. I'm just working and streaming. So the work rate should be going up. Hey, no videos. I don't want any copyright bullshit. No videos. But yeah, anybody in here, go check out the Dixon Way. There's 9 of you. You guys should go tap in. Any Atlanta sports fans? They're up to 16K. And yeah, if you guys ever need some, like, I don't know if you guys do like Atlanta Falcons stuff, like previewing the season. But if you guys ever need an Eagles fan, I would be happy to hop on to talk about the Eagles. That's my team. Braves finally won, so that was great. What do you think the Falcons will do? I think they're going to trade Kirk. I think it's only a matter of time. I don't think they want that headache. But yeah, UCLA and UConn, two very different teams because UConn plays through a guard, UCLA plays through a big. But yeah, man, UConn just clearly the better team as of now. It feels like UCLA, they really rely on one player, whereas UConn, yeah, they have Paige Bueckers, but they've also been playing through like the other players decently as well. The people on our I meant to say person. The people on our stream don't know anything about baseball. Yeah, we're not necessarily big baseball guys, but honestly, I would be a bigger baseball guy if the Blue Jays were like a better, more respectable franchise. They're just such a joke that I kind of the whole sport suffers, in my opinion. But I will say, actually, it was kind of random. But I watched a Jays game in person. I want to say 2 years ago. They were playing the Braves, and then I looked up. Well, oh shit! Paige step back jumper at the buzzer to put UConn up 10, 23-13. Kirk is in punishment. He ain't going anywhere. He ruined our season by lying about his health, and we are being petty as fuck. Not really. Damn. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. See, I understand you guys not wanting to release him because truly, what incentive do you have to release him? Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, like you're saying, Kirk is in punishment. If they're willing to be like that with him, then it makes sense. I would just figure that they wouldn't want him to show up and just be a grumpy backup with a young quarterback. Like, why bring that bad energy around Penix? But if they're down to just like let him be at home and just be on timeout, why not? Because it's not like you're gonna get a first round, like you're gonna get the 7th round pick from the Browns, if anything, to take on that contract. But yeah, okay. Shout out to everybody in here. We do grids when the break is when the game is on commercial. Okay, Nuggets and who went the other way in the Aaron Gordon trade? Oh, I can do KCP here. Caldwell Pope, 14%. And then last one. You know what? Okay, Cavs Nuggets. Who's? Oh, J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith, 36%. Okay, we didn't do that bad considering that I fucked off one part of the grid. Okay. Go to another one. Mavericks and Lakers. This is a troll. Wait, what date is this from? Let me see. What date is this from? This is from this is from March 17th. No. This is from earlier. This is from March 10th. Yeah, this is from no. Why can I not read it? This is from March 1st. When did the Luka trade happen? When did Luka get traded to the Lakers? Oh, February 1st. This was a month later, but that disrespect is still real. I said you suck. Matt Ryan said he will work with MPJ this offseason. We don't need Kirk. He won't give up his rights to no trade clause. He will not be traded or released. Damn, man. I mean, I guess like in hindsight, just a waste of money with a quarterback on a rookie deal is tough. Try one round of soccer. Okay, we'll do soccer. Why not? Just for general. But yeah, I guess the wasted money like is tough because when you have Penix on a rookie deal, that's really your time to strike. But then again, the Eagles just won a Super Bowl with Hurts as Hurts is paid. Mahomes before that was paid. Now neither of them are paid like top dollar, and I think that's a big part of it. But yeah, we're on a run of people getting paid and playing. Oh, this is tough. Okay, we're gonna try to make this quick. Bro. What's his name? And Ndombele, right? And Ndombele played for both these teams. Hold on. I'm going to try to do this on my own. And Ndombele, 52%. Damn. Okay. AC Milan and Tottenham. Tough. I actually don't know if I know this. Oh, Leon and Barca. Kunde? No, he played for Sevilla. The Philadelphia Bulldogs. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Yes. Wait, do I have the media thing here? I don't. Shit, it's on my other one. Wait, no, let me go to the Emotion Football stuff. 1 second. I know I just made everything green. Bear with me, people. This is it. The Georgia Dogs or the Philly Dogs. So this is the propaganda we were running all year on the channel. Man, I can't believe it. Like I streamed for a whole year and my team won the Super Bowl, man. What a time. Also happy retirement for Julio Jones. Yeah, randomly caught 3 touchdowns for the Eagles last year. Yo, it's not even just like the main draft picks, but like we traded for DeAndre Swift. He was from Georgia. We just signed Azeez Ojulari from the Giants. He's from Georgia. But that program is completely in sync with the Eagles program. Edgar Davids for which one? Is that for which I don't even know who, like I know who that is, but I wasn't watching ball when he was kicking ball. Also, the game is back, so we'll go back to the grid later. 23-13 for UConn. Second quarter is starting. UCLA starting with the ball. Only 13 points in the first quarter for them. UConn's been playing some phenomenal ball. Spurs and I was gonna say Adel Tarat. Okay, yeah. See, I'm gonna need you guys for these pretty gonna be leaning on you pretty heavy for these ones. Alfie dribble handoff. No, she keeps the ball. Oh, somebody else gets the dribble handoff. Fudd with the ball. Pull up Jimmy. Gets the contact. Free throws. Just because he did. Yeah, no, that's what I heard. I've heard his name a lot for. He's a streets won't forget baller. Free throws for UConn. Azzy Fudd. 9 of UConn's 25 points. So Fudd is doing some carrying. Bueckers has her buckets too, but Fudd is doing a hell of a job. UCLA is 0 for 4 on shots outside of the paint, 6 for 8 on shots in the paint. They just missed from the paint. But hey, if you can't make perimeter jumpers, you have no hope against this UConn team. Fudd with a floater, 11 of the 27 now. Okay, we got bench players now. So now I'm definitely going to lose some names. But Bueckers is still on the floor. I don't think she subbed out of the game yet today. But the way this game is going, they're going to be able to chill at some point, for sure. Moving screen on Alfie. Is this going to be a blowout? It's looking like it. It's looking like it for sure. If UCLA can't hit perimeter shots, what hope do they have? Because UConn can do a little bit of everything. I mean, I don't think that I've seen them. You know what? Their big isn't really scoring, but their big is really active in terms of setting screens, dribble handoffs, stuff like that. So like they really like UConn is a team. And I mean, their program is dominant in women's basketball for a reason. It looks like they're throwing some zone at UCLA. And look, that's what you do when a team can't make shots from the perimeter. You throw some zone at them. So they're going to zone up, give UCLA nothing easy around the basket. And UCLA is going to have to show that they can shoot the ball. I talked earlier about how they really play through that big, and they just committed a 5-second violation. So this could get ugly. This could get ugly. This might be a grid stream exclusively pretty soon. Good movement. Good movement. Ooh, number 2 on UConn. Honestly, set up such a good chance for the big. The big just couldn't catch the ball. She lost it, had to kick it to the corner. This might be a fade of the stream scenario. You know what, though, Genwell? Much different outlook on that kind of thing with the grids. I'll just grid the rest of the stream. Like, that was such a godsend, man. Young Kobe, I don't know where young Kobe is, but I'm going to be, like, bigging him up forever for that suggestion. It actually made me look into more things, like look into other websites if there's other like interactive activities to do with the chat. And I found a couple. I don't think any of them were as good as the grids. But yeah, if you guys ever find grids or not grids, but any game that's interactive to do with sports, kind of like just gets people involved, throw those in the chat. I even messed around and asked ChatGPT to help me. ChatGPT had some stupid answers, man. But I actually liked a couple of them. Ja Winner killed me yesterday. Okay, Ja Morant. I actually think that he's not going to change, right? I think he has to fully start benefiting from this because he is doing something. He is connecting with a certain group of people the way nobody else is. It's like this really reminds me of Chad Ochocinco in a different way. For those of you guys who didn't watch the NFL in like the 2000s, Chad Ochocinco was very against all of the NFL's rules about celebrations, and he routinely took fines and just did what he wanted to do. What he achieved by doing that is like a brand and a connection with his fans that really nobody else in the NFL was able to generate in the same way, and it's something he benefits from today. Ochocinco can do TV, do nightcap with Unk. He can do all these things. He's the random player ratings guy for Madden. He has the opportunity to do all these different things because of a personality he built by just being himself in the face of fines. Ja is in a way doing a similar thing, but he's not benefiting from it. Like, go all out. Go all out, man. Like, get an NRA sponsorship. Do a feature on why am I blanking on his name? On a Moneybagg Yo album. Go do a feature on it. Like, go fully like, hey, if we're gonna do this, let's do it and let's really cash out from it. Oh, you were saying killed me in a bad way because you're a Miami fan. My bad. I totally thought we were bigging him up. My bad. Football bingo is good. Yeah, I know, but there's no equivalent for other sports. All right. As long as he doesn't turn out becoming a cesspool. What exactly is becoming a cesspool mean to you? Detroit clinched a playoff spot after 6 years. Yeah, man, new world for them. It's a whole new world. There's a song about that, right? Like somebody recorded that. Damn. Okay, we got a jumper for the backup big on UConn. Even she's hitting jumpers, man. We got nobody on UCLA hitting jumpers. We got UConn backup bigs hitting jumpers. It is 29-15. This is harassing people for clout. Are you talking about when he apparently punched the 17-year-old? Like, yeah, that's not a vibe, but just the stupid dances and stuff. And as long as he doesn't shoot anybody, like, The gun celebrations, like I don't do them if you want to. I don't know. Lauren bets 11 of UCLA 17. So when I say they play through their big, it's serious. 11 of the 17. UCLA down 12. 457. Okay, we're going to finish this soccer grid. Okay, Adel, let me go up in the chat. Edgar Davids for Spurs and AC. Edgar Davids, 9%. Okay, good guess. Adel Tarat. Was that for the same combination? Okay, League One and France. Let's go Desiree Douay. 3%. Okay, Tottenham and League One. Let's go. Lloris is too easy. Barca and AC. Mark Van Bommel. 1%. 1%. The best pull of the day. I can only think of Depay, Utiti for Leon and Barca. Oh, I like Abidal because I don't know that name. Is this the one, Eric Abidal? 10%. Okay, good. Barca and League One. Barca and League One. I feel like people probably Dembele 22%. Damn. Okay. Tottenham in League One. Who's a random man that they signed? Just like a random man. Who's a random man that Tottenham signed from France? They had to have signed somebody in the academy. Okay, I'll leave that for you guys. France and AC Milan. Theo Hernandez probably has a lot of votes. Oh. Ismail Sarr. Wait. Ismaila? Oh, this guy? Oh, maybe I hit the wrong name. Damn, this grid is fucked. Okay, back to basketball because that one got cooked. Max Christie. 10%? Solid. Okay, Lakers and Brooklyn. Brooke Lopez. First round pick for the Lakers. Hood Shafino. Okay. 20,000 points in their career and was a Dallas Maverick. Luka and Dirk probably get a ton of votes. Steve Nash, I don't know if he hit 50K. Did Steve Nash hit 50K? I don't think so. I'll leave this one for later. That's too much work. Detroit first round pick. Killian Hayes probably gets underrated like a lot of picks. For this, so I'm gonna go Henry Ellenson. 0.4%, the pull of the day by me for basketball. Henry Ellenson. A net and a piston. A net and a piston. Who was a net and a piston? Okay, we'll have to come back to this because the game is back. But you guys keep that in mind. Who was a Brooklyn net / New Jersey net and a Detroit Piston? Oh, they're showing replays. Wait, are we back live? Hopefully we are. Nope, these are replays. The hell? Okay. We have time. No, we don't. Now we're back. But yeah, okay. A net and a piston, that's tough. A Mav and a piston. Who was on the Mavericks and the Pistons? Damn. UCLA trying to feed it into the post into bets again. Wayne Ellington, let's go. Andre Drummond. Okay, Ellington I think is more rare. UCLA finally hits a perimeter jumper. Kiki Rice hits a 3. And UCLA within 10, 4:25 to go. Bueckers on the court again. So Paige Bueckers is on the court. Hashtag not great for UConn. Crossover on the big, kicks it to a 3-point shooter who misses. But number 12 on UConn, fighting and scrapping to get a rebound, forcing a jump ball. Not Heat legend. You know what? Wayne Ellington is great. I'm going to plug that in right now. Wayne Ellington. 0.3 with the pull of the day. Genwa again. Phenomenal pick. Phenomenal pick. Last one we have, Mavericks and Pistons. Mavericks and Pistons. Okay. Who's on the... Oh, Reggie Bullock. You know what? I'm going to plug that in right now before I forget. 3%. Let's go. Can't believe the picks we made after the LeBron era. Yeah, you guys made some interesting selections, man. Shout out to Norris Cole. Oh, Justice Winslow. You know what it is though? A lot of people thought that guy was good. You guys are not alone in that. That was not a horrible idea. It just didn't work. And the Tyler before Tyler Hero. Who was that? Tyler. Who was that? 35. Ooh, Fudd is having an unreal game. I think she has to be up to 15 points. 16 points. Her seasonal average was 13. Already has 16 before halftime. And UCLA with another turnover. They've been turning it over all night. Fudd to the basket again. Aggressive chasing her shot. Probably got fouled. There's no call. Paige Bueckers, the sole defender back, does a good job. Doesn't concede a bucket, and UConn is back. 2:50 plus to go. UConn is up 15. Paige with the ball. Paige goes to the basket, misses. Tyler Johnson. Oh, yeah, that fraud. Oh, that guy signed a crazy restricted deal with Brooklyn. I remember. That was a crazy deal. Then he matched it, but then Brooklyn signed anyways. Brooklyn got him anyways, I think by trade. Fudd, bro. Fudd is really on some prime Carmelo Anthony shit right now. No passing whatsoever. No passing whatsoever. Not even looking at teammates. She has the hot hand. She knows it. She's chasing every single shot. Oh, this is the Final Four. Why did I think this? So South Carolina won. When is the final? I hope it's not. Oh, it's probably going to be Sunday. I'll probably do the final. Why not? Damn. The backup big for UCLA gets it to fall. Man, UCLA has, a minimal. They have minimal options beyond dumping it off to their bigs. Bueckers working the pick and roll with the center. She attacks the drop coverage by pulling up for a jumper. When did you start watching basketball? Okay, I started meaningfully paying attention around 2005. I started I was watching it 2003-ish, but I started really understanding what was going on around 2005. I really meaningfully I have memories of Dwayne Wade's first championship in 06 with Shaq. That actually made me a Dwayne Wade fan, and I was a Dwayne Wade fan throughout my life. That's my favorite, but that's my GOAT, my personal favorite all-time player. Oh, what a pass by Bueckers. I missed that. She did a volley pass with her hands. She didn't even catch it. What a pass. 39-22. This is a blowout. But I liked Rose and Noah. Yeah, I liked so basically because the Raptors were garbage prior to like Kyle and DeMar, basically Miami was my second team because D Wade was my favorite player. So I have I have a couple Dwayne Wade jerseys. That was my team. And then obviously once the Raptors became a respectable organization, like I kind of ditched Miami because it coincided with Dwayne Wade not really being a great player anymore. But yeah, man, D Wade, my favorite player of all time. I was a LeBron Heatles era Miami Heat fan, not because of LeBron though. Like I was one of the few Heat bandwagoners that had nothing to do with LeBron. I was like, D Wade is my guy. I've been on this bandwagon since 06. Fisher was my guy. Fisher was cash money on 2K. I don't know if you guys used to play 2K. When Fisher was on OKC, to have him as a catch and shoot 3-point shooter with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was something else. Okay, grids though. First round draft pick with 20,000 career points. I'm gonna go DeMar DeRozan. I don't think he would get enough love here. 1%. 1% for DeMar. Okay, this grid is going great. I'm kind of scared to mess this up. I'm really scared to mess this up. Brooklyn Nets with 20,000 career points. Carmelo was never a net. 20,000. You know what it is? I don't know what the cutoff is like in terms of, I don't know which players scored a lot of points that made it to 20K and which ones didn't. These people are nuts. Nah, bro. People are just picking LeBron and Kobe and Jordan and Melo. And like, there's a bunch of big score. You could pick anybody. Or you could pick Shaq. There's so many bigger names than DeMar. And that's what you have to think. You just have to think like, okay, what are the first best 5 options for this? And let me avoid them. He's been in the league for 50 years. He has racked up a lot of points. I wonder what the most uncommon. I'm gonna look up the 20,000 points list after this, and I'm not gonna cheat. But we're gonna look that list up, find the most obscure random names. But players to grace the Dallas Mavericks to do it. Oh, Vince Carter. Oh, wait, Vince Carter could be an answer for both. Vince Carter is an answer for both of these, but I think he's more obvious for Brooklyn, so I'm gonna give him to Dallas. Vince Carter, 8%. Nah, Dirk Nowitzki would be way too popular. We'd have to go for the least popular answer we can think of. Now, for the Brooklyn Nets, the final answer. Jason Kidd, I feel like I don't mind doing it, but I feel like it's going to be a high percentage. That's going to be a very high percentage. I'm trying to look for, Kevin Garnett. 12%. We got a rarity score of 47. Guys, I think this might be our best grid. 47. 47 is a best, right? Yes, 47. Our best by 1. Our best before this was 48. Guys, we did it. Oh man, you guys are all legends. You guys are all legends for putting this together with me. Wayne Ellington, amazing pull. Guys, we beat the record by 1%. We beat the record by 1%. Every single percent counted. Corner 3 by Fudd, who makes the lead. Fudd has 19. Fudd has 19. UCLA has 22. This game is a blowout. Show the 20K list. Bet. Okay. All-time NBA scoring list. Okay. Can I sort? No, what a shit. This is the NBA website. What a shit format. Okay. 20K. The line. What the hell? This doesn't even get to 20K. Okay. This is better. All right. We'll start here. Oh my God. Wait, I just saw something crazy. I think I just saw something crazy. I'm going to zoom in. No. My eyes are playing a trick on me. I thought I saw Pascal Siakam close here for a second. I was like, no way. Who may have I been? Whose eyes may have triggered Pascal Siakam? Okay, I guess nobody. But the lowest person on the 20K list, Anton Jameson. So I did not know I could do Anton Jameson. Tom Chambers, I don't know who that is. Joe Johnson makes sense. ISO Joe, scoring legend. Giannis, cool. Mitch Richmond, I don't know who that is. LaMarcus Aldridge, cool. David Robinson, Bob Pettit, Pau Gasol, Walt Bellamy, Hal Greer, Gary Payton. Wow. Okay, I think with his defensive prowess, people might not think of him as an all-time great scorer, but he played a lot of years. Obviously a great basketball player. Gary Payton on the 20K list. Why is this so? Okay, I have to zoom out so that it stops doing that, which is a shame. Dame, CP, Elgin Baylor, D Wade, legend, Adrian Dantley, Robert Parrish, Charles Barkley, AI, Ray Allen, Pat Ewing, Artis Gilmore. Don't know who that is. You got DeMar, Jerry West, Steph Curry, Reggie Miller, Rick Barry, Alex English, VC, Kevin Garnett, Russell Westbrook. Wow. I may not think of Russell Westbrook in my head as the 23rd highest scorer in the history of basketball. I might not really associate him with that, but that actually is the truth. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Havlicek, Paul Pierce, Tim Duncan, George Gervin, Dominique Wilkins, Oscar Robertson, Hakeem, Elvin Hayes, Dan Issel, James Harden, number 13th all-time in scoring. Bucket getter. Carmelo 12, Shaq 11, Moses Malone 10, Julius Erving 9, KD 8. Realistically, I think KD could get to 4. I think KD has enough years to pass up Kobe. He needs 3,000? Yeah, he needs 3,000 more points. That's a tenth of his career. KD could get to 4 for sure. I don't think KD is going to catch Carmelo though. How much did Stockton get? Stockton. Let me see if I can command F Stockton. Stockton 19.7, bro. 19.7. Wait, let me see what the lowest number is on this website. Wait, did I just see Vucevic at 115 all time, bro? Nick Vucevic, 115th all time in points scored. Wait, did I just see Kyle Lowry? My guy, where's Kyle Lowry? Raptors and Heat legend. No, I just said don't. Harrison Barnes, 217th. Julius Randle, Zach LaVine. Yeah, Kyle Lowry, 122nd overall. In a tight race with Drew Holiday. That's an interesting dynamic to have. Imagine you and another old man in the league and Mike Conley, the old point guard crew here, all within about 100 points of each other. Okay. Bless up, Bajan Reds. Shout out to Pops and Barnes at all times. We get raids after the Bajan Red Sarcasm City collab every now and then. So big up to you guys. A lot of your fan base ends up in my streams after the fact. But yeah, check them out, bro. They do Liverpool content, but I think one of them, forget which one, Toronto based. So tap in. Not gonna lie, Drew Lowry backcourt would go crazy. That defense would be annoying. Like would be just headaches, pure headaches. Okay, we're gonna pull up another grid though. We just had our all-time greatest grid ever, so the bar is quite high. An all-star for the Kings, an all-star for the Warriors, an all-star with 10K rebounds. Okay, an all-star with 10K rebounds. Do you guys think Zach Randolph hit 10K rebounds? Because I don't think Zach Randolph would be popular. I have to get into some NBA as extra stuff, but hometown Raptors, not this year. Not this year. You can't really tune into the Raptors this year because they're actually not trying to be good. Next year should be interesting though. Next year we should be more interesting to at least just for casual viewing. Grizzlies, Grizzlies and Warriors. Grizzlies and Warriors. Fuck. Okay. Kings and Grizzlies. Kings and Grizzlies. I want to go Rudy Gay. No, he's gonna be too popular. Because you know what happens, guys? We actually play this game properly. Some people look these things up and then punch them in. And then what happens is when they look it up, they see the list and then they pick popular names. Like, for example, I played the NFL equivalent of this. Adrian Peterson is very popular for a lot of random combinations that people shouldn't see, or like people shouldn't know. But they look at the names up, they find a popular name, they're like, oh, I love Adrian Peterson, let me put him in. Adrian Peterson was like 30% for Cardinals and Commanders. It was crazy. Did Chandler get All-Star? Oh, he had to have at some point. This is, you know what? I'm going to do this purely just to find out. Bro, Genwo, you are a legend at this game. It depends on who we draft. This is true, but also, like, it should at the very minimum be interesting to see Brandon Ingram. I don't know if it's going to work. Like, I'm not saying it's going to work, but at the very minimum, it's an interesting experiment to see. Man, great pull though. Tyson Chandler for the All-Star with 10K plus rebounds. All-Star from the Sacramento Kings. I want to go old school. Did Mike Bibby make an All-Star game? Mike Bibby had to have made an All-Star game. If Mike Bibby didn't make an All-Star game, I'm just going to be incredibly sad and this grid gets messed up. I think he made an All-Star game though. Wiggins can retire in Canada? No, thank you. Chris Webber. Okay, so Beijing Reds. Definitely Chris Webber, but I feel like he's too common of an answer because the way you're going for the rarest answer you can come up with. So Tyson Chandler is 0.5%, meaning 0.5% of the answers for this grid are his name, right? I'm thinking Webber is too obvious of an answer. Fox, like modern era are too obvious. I'm thinking Bibby is the one that has a chance to be really rare, like Tyson Chandler. But I don't know. I don't know if he made an All-Star game for sure. Paige. Oh. Wait, it says career, right? But it said, this is the tough thing. Did Paige make it as a King? You know what? Brad Miller. Let's go. Brad Miller. Oh, another great pull. 0.6%. See, that's the name of the game. Warriors All-Star. Okay, I want to go with like We Believe era Warriors. Actually, you know what? No. Did Monte Ellis make an All-Star game? I'm thinking Monte Ellis or Andrew Bogut. I want to go Monte Ellis or Andrew Bogut for the Warriors. No, like Steph era Warriors. And then I think the We Believe Warriors, they were an 8 seed. So they may have not had the clout to get an All-Star. I'm thinking we should go but I don't know for sure if Monte made an All-Star game. He was very popular, but he wasn't good enough to get the fan vote, I don't think. Mitch Richmond. Mitch Richmond. Let's do it. Oh, he didn't make an All-Star game. Damn. 100-point penalty. All good though. We're just gonna have to. Now that we already have a wrong answer, I'm just gonna do it with Monte. He didn't make an All-Star either. Damn, these Warriors messed our grid up. Okay, we can just be carefree with the rest. Damian Lee was 7%. Okay, Grizzlies and Warriors. Who were on the grid and grind Grizzlies that ended up on the Warriors? Actually, you know what? Now I can check how popular Rudy Gay would be. Rudy Gay 12%. That's actually much lower than I expected. 10K plus rebounds for the Grizzlies, or who played on the Grizzlies. Who's a backup? Like, try to think of somebody who's on the team for like 1 year at the end of their career on the bench. Like, Steven Adams. No, but he's too popular and too recent. People love Steven Adams. But this grid is fucked anyways. So we're going to see how popular Steven Adams is. Bro, he doesn't have 10K rebounds? All these years of being 7'2" and strong as hell, and he didn't get 10K rebounds. That's offensive. Charles Barkley is way too easy for this. Way too easy. There had to be somebody else. Oh, do people remember Shaq on the Suns? Let's see. Shaq, 39%. 39% for Shaq. Pretty popular guy. Okay, only one team. I love this because you can pick random rookies. So, bro, Jovic is 6%. Pacers. Oh, there's somebody. There's bro, who was the Kansas Australian player? The guy who replaced Grady Dick, who has a crazy last name. Furry? Johnny Furphy. Johnny Furphy. 2%. Let's go. My bad, Jumbo. I didn't mean to disrespect him like that. No, because this guy's Australian. That's why you know him in my head. Sixers only one team. Yo, there's probably some process era players that were on the team for like 10 minutes and then never touched the NBA again. That would probably be good options, but none of them come to mind. So we're going to have to think of better options. Sixers that are recent draft picks. Oh, there's some guys on the team now. Oh, what's his name? Council. There's no way this guy... Wait, wrong window. Council the fourth. 2%. Ricky Council the fourth. All right, we're off to a very good start. We have very low percentages. Sixers, Celtics. I want to go Gershon Yabusele, but I think the Olympics gave him some clout. So I think he's not a good answer anymore. Sixers and Celtics. I'm trying to think of random stints. Oh, Drew Holiday. But Drew Holiday... Damn, nah, Drew Holiday is too recent. Oh, bro, you disagree? You think Gershon is good? Okay, we're gonna go Gershon. 7%. You know what? You're right. General, you're right. Gershon Yabusele was a great pick. Miami and Boston. Hey, General, take it away. Give me something good. Ray Allen is bad. Yeah, Ray Allen is bad. Everything else, anything except Ray Allen, I will accept. And then I'll work on this. For Celtics and Pacers, Celtics and Pacers. Roy Hibbert was never a Celtic. Oh, wait. Was Mikhail Petrus ever a Pacer? I don't remember well enough. I know he was a Raptor. Pacers and Celtics. There's somebody good. Oh, Solomon Hill, I think. No, but I can't say for sure that he was a Celtic. Tayshaun Prince for who? Tayshaun Prince for... Bro, was he with any... Wait, what? I just remember him being on Memphis and Detroit. Oh, yeah. You told me about him. Like, you brought him up last time we did grids. 2%. 2%. Big pull. Okay. Yo, for Heat Thunder. Who would you say? There must be a lot of options. For Pacers and Thunder, I'm leaning towards maybe like KD era Pacers, or Thunder. But I don't know if any of those guys suited up for the Pacers. OKC and Sixers. Wait, hold on. Oh, Sixers and Pacers isn't one, because I would have said TJ McConnell for that. No, there's somebody good for Pacers and Celtics. It's pissing me off that I can't remember it. There was somebody good. There's a bench player for the Pacers, but I'm struggling. No. Okay. I'm gonna have to let this one go. Maybe it'll come to me later. Pacers and Thunder. Paul George is a great answer, but it's too obvious. But yo, who went the other way in the Paul George trade? Who went it was no, it was a 3-team deal. But yeah, he got traded from Indy to OKC. Somebody would have had to go the other way. Oh, Keith Morris for Heat and Thunder? Wait, really? I mean, I'll do it. Earl Watson. Earl Watson is for this? Is Earl Watson for Pacers Thunder? Just let me know. I like Earl Watson. That's a great kind of a name for this game. But let me know which teams you put him for. Pacers and OKC? Yeah, that's the right kind of name. 0.3% tied with Genwo for the best pull of the day at 0.3%. This grid is looking amazing. We're doing some phenomenal work. Markieff Morris for Heat. Oh yeah, Heat and OKC. I don't remember him as a Thunder player at all. 0.9%. Okay, we're doing phenomenal work right now. Pacers, Celtics, that is pissing me off. The fact that I'm struggling to do this one because there's a good one. There's a really good one. Oh, Evan Turner would be good. But actually, I'm not sure he. Okay. Evan Turner was on the Pacers, right? Do you guys have memory of that? Or is that like my mind, like a Mandela effect thing? I remember Evan Turner on the Pacers. Also, I don't think Evan Turner is a notable enough name. So like I feel like that would be a good pull. I also my brain is telling me Solomon Hill. Okay, Evan Turner. I think this works. 3% for Evan Turner. Oh, this grid. We don't have anything in the double digits, right? We don't have anything above 7%. The worst answer we have is Gershon Yabusele. Okay, last one. Sixers, Thunder. Both these teams tank, so there has to be somebody good. Man said yuck Solomon Hill. Don't hate. He didn't do any harm. Thunder and Sixers. There has to be somebody good. I know the game started up, but it's a 20-point game. We have to do grids. I'm not going back. I'm not focusing on this game until it becomes a 12-point game. What did he do? Oh, he did you guys dirty? Sounds like a you guys problem, bro. Solomon Hill could never hurt me. He actually played in, you know what? He hit a buzzer beater to beat the Raptors 0.2 seconds after the buzzer in the playoffs. So shout out to him for not letting the ball go earlier. Sixers and Thunder. These teams have done so much tanking in the last 10 years. There's got to be somebody. Isaiah Joe? No. Who are some players I'm thinking front court players. Oh, Mike Muscala. Wait, guys, do you remember Mike Muscala on the Sixers? Because I remember him on the Thunder for sure. If you guys remember him on the Sixers, this is the pull. This is Mike Muscala is gonna round this grid out. I think we might hit a number of like 15. Yo, Mike Muscala, this might be some of my finest work. There's no way people remember this guy. Bueckers with a shot. He literally was a first rounder. But I don't think he has clout like that. Dana Barros. What? Who is that? But also, is that a Supersonics player or a Sixer? Sorry, a Thunder player. I have never heard of that name. I am being educated right now. Bro, General, fuck all that shit. Was he on the Thunders? They remember him for the wrong reasons. Both? Really? Okay. I'm going to just... His name doesn't pop up. Oh, 2 R's? Rarity scored 23. The best score by far. 0.6%. This is the best grid we have by far. So, yeah. 23 is the best ever. 47 and 48. Second best ever. We did some in the 60s, but yeah, 23, our best grid ever by far. Okay, this is a 24-point game. There's actually no point in watching this game. So let's do a few more grids, and then I'm going to call it a stream. Big up to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Toronto Hoop Talk, a channel that keeps evolving the more I do content. We might do a couple more Raptors games, but then we're going to pivot to OKC playoff games, because this is a Shea Stan account. And then honestly, probably some other big games. I'm an old head for NBA stuff. I'm seeing it. There's somebody else. I have a guy named Digger Ocean in my chat. He's also from like the GTA. I think he's 50. And when we played this game, he was giving me some names, more guys I've never heard of. So the OGs are always great to play this game with. I don't know if you watch other sports. But or which other sports you watch, but what the hell? I have been playing the NFL grids. So they have women's basketball, football, hockey, and soccer. The NFL grids are crazy. Absolutely crazy. We did a soccer grid, I think, just before you got here. But yeah, the NFL grids are difficult. I mean, UConn's ball movement is crazy. They play as a team. UCLA literally just has 2 bigs. Nobody can hit a 3. This game is not it. But okay, this grid, 20 plus points a game per season. 20 plus points per game in a season for that team is my understanding. Because when they say season, you know what? These are always tough, though. These are always tough. They don't make it clear whether they mean a dude that averaged 20 in a season and so happened to play for the Timberwolves at some other point or with the Timberwolves. We'll have to test that out. Okay. For this trade, guys, for this one, Wolves Bulls, I'm thinking of a random guy in the Jimmy Butler trade, like a random throw-in. And then for Magic Bulls, I'm thinking of a random throw-in in the Vucevic trade. And then for Bulls Spurs, okay, Steve Kerr is going to be a popular answer. Oh, Jordan Bell? Wait, what is that? Jordan Bell was on the Bulls? I know he was on the Wolves. I don't remember him on the Bulls at all. I just want you to confirm that you remember him for sure. You know what? No, 0.06, the poll of the day from Genwell. 0.06. Look at that, people. That's next level shit. My goodness. Jordan Bell. I have not heard that name in years. Wolves and Cavs. I'm thinking there has to have been somebody on the LeBron. No, well, Kevin Love. Wait, who are the throw-ins in the Kevin Love trade? Because Kevin Love, a first-round pick. Andrew Wiggins went the other way, but Andrew Wiggins never actually played. Horace Grant for both Magic and Bulls. Okay. I feel like Horace Grant might be too popular, so I'm going to hold off on that one. If we can't think of somebody better, we can always pivot to Horace Grant. But like my guy Horace Grant got airtime in the Last Dance documentary. I think that might be too big. I just have too much respect for G League players. I can see, bro. So you get the randoms. You have the randoms on lock. Bayesian Reds and Digger Ocean, they have the OGs on lock. And we come together and we do some crazy grids. Okay. Magic and Cavs. This is one where I can't think of any major trades between these teams. But there's definitely like both these teams have rostered a lot of mid players over the years. So there's got to be somebody mid. That's why my brain is going like, think of somebody very mediocre. For Spurs Cavs, this is definitely like Danny Green is too popular. I think he's too popular. Did Steven Jackson play for the Cavs? I don't think so. Who else? Spurs and Cavs. Who else? Wait. Boris Diaw was never a Cav. You know what though? Actually, whoa. Larry 0.1, another amazing pull. Andre Miller for Cleveland and the Wolves. 0.6. We have everything sub 1% right now. This is crazy. He's popular, but McClung for Bulls and Magic. But has he touched the court? Well, we already have a better answer. Bulls and Spurs. Who's on the Spurs? Like those guys that get no minutes. Nah, but they haven't been traded around yet. Old head Spurs. There may have not even been that much overlap between these teams, and that's why I think Danny Green is going to have too high of a percentage. Did anybody ring chase in Cleveland and in San Antonio? That's what I think a good answer would be. Some random washed up player that signed up to be the 12th man on both these teams. Okay, we're going to put this to the side though. Magic and Cavs, there's probably somebody recent. I know Rashard Lewis followed LeBron to Miami, but I don't know if he made it to Cleveland. Mike Miller, T-Wolves in Cleveland? Oh, hold on. We already had an answer for that. Spurs Cavs, Chris Quinn? Who? Damn, another. Oh yeah, he's a coach on the Heat. That helps. Okay. Cavs Magic. Who made that transition? Oh, Magic Cleveland? Yo, Shannon Brown is a great pull. Shannon Brown is an unreal pull. Guys, we're another 0.0%. We're at sub 0 for no, Mike Miller messed it up. We're at sub 2% for every single one. This is definitely on track to beat the other grids. But 20 plus points in a season, that's tricky because again, the rules are messed up. Sometimes they want for that team, sometimes they don't. Because I remember, I put David West because the prompt was 20 plus points per game in a season. I put David West and I didn't get him for the Pacers because he got 20 a game on the Hornets. Or it was the other way around. So it has to be 20 a game on that team. And I actually think that Andrew Wiggins would be decent for the Wolves if he did it. So I just want you guys to confirm. Did Wiggins ever get 20 a year for the Timberwolves? Because I think if he did, it's a good answer because you're going to have your Jimmy Butlers, your Anthony Edwards, your Kevin Garnett's, even Kevin Love. There's a bunch of popular answers. I don't think Andrew Wiggins is going to be high on the list. So as long as he hit 20 a game, we're solid. And he was on some dog shit, some absolutely horrible Timberwolves teams. So I do think it's possible for him to hit 20. If you guys even have a mild level of confidence, I'm willing to roll the dice here because a lot of the names I just mentioned, the names are too popular. God damn, this is a 21-point game. Okay, we're going to do grids until the end of the third. If this game doesn't even up, we're calling it a day because this is complete domination. Okay, we're gonna hold off on Wiggins. That might be the Hail Mary at the end. If we come up with good answers for the Magic and the Spurs, because I feel like he didn't hit it. Okay, okay, fair. Spurs. Hey, so the tricky thing about this too is that 20 points a game became easier and easier as time went on. So there's going to be some hoopers in the 80s that were averaging 18 that were like ballers, all-stars, but 20 a game just wasn't possible in those times. So yeah. Because I've but yeah. Where else? Magic. For the Magic, okay, McGrady, too popular. Shaq, too popular. Dwight, too popular. But anybody else, I think, would be solid. Like, I actually think Paolo, even though he's recent, no, but you know what? Paolo's really recent. So, wait, hold on. Did Penny Hardaway, the criteria for 20K shit? Yo, did Penny Hardaway hit 20? Because if I think Penny would be a good answer. So, I'm thinking Penny for this. I'm thinking Wiggins for this. And then for the Spurs, David, you see it's tough because Minnesota 20 is Sam Mitchell. Whoa, this is a pull. Oh, he didn't do it. The grid is busted. Damn. Okay, now that it's busted, we can just fuck around. Did Andrew Wiggins get 20? He did. Oh my goodness. Did Penny get 20? Wait, what's Penny's real name? What's his real name? Anthony? I really gotta fucking type in Anthony? No way. Anthony Hardaway? Bro. He scored 20 points per game in the season. Anthony Hardaway was too much. Okay. See? Yo. Bro, this is the criteria isn't always clear what they want. Sam Mitchell stats. Wait, bro, I'm looking it up. His highest average ever was 14.6. Damn. Sam Mitchell, man. Ruined my life as a Raptors coach, ruined my grid. It was beef with Sam Mitchell forever. But you know what though? Wait, 20.6? For real? Damn. The grid messed us up. And then for the Spurs, we would have had to find somebody, but that grid is busted. 125 with a 100-point penalty for getting an answer wrong. Oh, Hall of Fame. I like this category because you can be on some bullshit. Okay, Vince Carter. 7%. 7% people have Vince Carter for the Hawks? No way. Maybe they just don't have that many Hall of Famers. Utah Jazz. Hall of Famer on the Utah Jazz. Somebody had to be ended the bench during George Karl's years. Who was ring chasing in Utah? You guys can figure that out. Hall of Famer Pistons. Hall of Famer Pistons. Who was ring chasing on this team? Somebody had to have been ring chasing. Okay. Not coming to mind. So we'll leave those there. Vince Carter at 7% means this probably isn't going to be like a grid that challenges 23, 25 that we accomplished. So the pressure is off a little bit. Jazz and Knicks. Jazz and Knicks. Jazz and Knicks. Nothing's coming to mind. Pistons and Knicks. I might have to pull for my guy. Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock, one of those players that's cash money for this game. Grizzlies and Pistons. Grizzlies and Pistons. crazy pull, but I think Jose Calderon. No? What was the random team Jose played for? I swear to God, it was Memphis. No way. No way. Because I know we traded him to Detroit. Oh, he went to the Mavericks. That's the blue in my head. He went to the Mavericks. Pistol Pete? That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Pete Maravich, 12%. The grid's already busted, so we can just plug shit in. Jazz and Grizzlies. For Pistons Hall of Fame, who's the guy that was clotheslining people? Lambier? Was this the guy? Bill Lambier's not a Hall of Famer? Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, this grid is gone. This grid is completely gone. Okay, let's see how popular Tayshaun Prince is. Tayshaun Prince, 15%. I feel like he deserves more respect than being a 15% for the first two teams he played for in the NBA. Jamal Crawford, Pistons and Grizzlies, Darko Milicic. That is fire. Pistons and Grizzlies. We can't answer it because we already did one. Jamal Crawford for the Hawks and Knicks. I feel like Jamal Crawford, that's going to be a popular one. 9%, really? Wait, did I mix the name up, General? Bill Lambier. No, I looked it up. It's this guy. Pistons player. He was a bad boy Piston. He was elbowing the shit out of people. Vinnie Johnson. Okay, I like it. Vinnie Johnson. Let's go. Vinnie Johnson. Do I have to type in, is it Vincent Johnson? Is it Vince Johnson? What? Okay, I'll just type in Johnson and see who the... Oh, Vinny. This type of Vinny. Oh, what? He wasn't a Hall of Famer? God damn it, Vinny. All right, yeah, we lost. We got cooked. We have one guest left. One guest left. Let's go with... Who was a random Grizzly? Oh, you know what's funny? I feel like some people, because of his time as a GM, would call him Joe Dumbass. But Joe Dumars is cool. Joe Dumars, 10%. That was a solid pull. But yeah, people, shout out to everybody in here. We've had fun with the grids. It's a 23-point game at the end of the third quarter. So I am going to call this stream here. It is late on a Friday night. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Friday night. You guys have a blast doing whatever you guys are going to do. I'm going to be here back on this channel tomorrow for the Final Four matchup, Duke against Houston. I'm pretty sure that's the matchup. So I'm going to be here to do Duke Houston. It'll be at around 9 p.m. tomorrow. And then I'll probably be here on Sunday to do the women's final. And then I will not be doing the men's final because I'm very busy on Mondays. But yeah, streams on this channel for the next 2 nights, NFL streams during the week next week, and maybe during the day, the next couple of days. NFL draft is coming up. A lot of interesting stuff we're going to be talking about, probably looking through mock drafts. I'm going to be revisiting my take that Shedeur Sanders is going to fall in the first round at some point, because it is looking more and more like that's the case. But yeah, a lot of content coming up. If you're not familiar with my NFL channel, click Toronto Hoop Talk and scroll down. You know what? Why am I asking you to do that? I'm going to drop it in the chat right now for anybody who does not know the goings on of me on YouTube. But yeah, this is where I'm at when I'm not here in Motion Football. And that's what it is, people. I'm going to leave you guys with that. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel on the way out. Road to 250 subs, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. I'm out.